Hi folks. Now this is another edition of Untrash My House or Untrash This House, however you want to call it. But I wanted to provide some further explanation. This house is not trash. It had some trashy applications applied to it to sell the house. And it's also possible that the prior owner did not know what a contractor was going to do or things like that. So this is not a blame game. This is just what happened. And if you notice, I always face my camera outward because, well, I'm not a face forward to camera ego person. I just do things. This is Bruce, the paint eater. Hi, Bruce. Can you say hi? Anyway, back to the story. We are going to work on getting the sage green off the fixture taken care of. We're going to get a creamish color closer to what the mirror is and the bar over here. And yes, my bathroom is messy because I actually use it. And this is my current storage circumstance because I need to add storage in here because if you noticed, no medicine cabinet. And yeah, we're going to show the cat dish area. I have cupboards, doors to under the sink, and this is actually for laundry. So there's limited storage, so I'm going to be working on that too, figuring that out, and we're going to pan a little bit this way now. The reason why this is called trashy, they use a non-bathroom rated paint in a shower and throughout the house. It was the same paint everywhere over the tops of either other paint, or I did find an area of old wallpaper. And yeah, the windowsill is a little ick because it's that same flat paint, and yeah, I'm spinning a little bit. I don't care about unmatched tiles. If we do go up here, you can see the undercoat of sage green that is underneath either wallpaper or in some instances the beige paint, and you can see the bleed through. This is going to dry, it's going to get another coat. I'm actually using an outdoor paint for in here because I want that circumstance where tile up to a level to the ceiling, and I need to redo all the ceilings in really good paint. A little more thing. I'm trying to avoid stepping on Bruce. He wants attention, and I'm going to end up stepping on his tail and something horrific. I do have my butterflies up with the orange versus purple, which is part of the inspiration here, complementary. I'm going to have something in this area here as a picture. Not going to do vanity work in this area. I'm thinking more like lower level extra shelving. Probably is a little narrow hutch underneath the window, but not blocking the vent. Again, more toys, wrappings out. Remodeling a house isn't supposed to be tidy. I usually have things far more organized, but hey, people know me, they know me. Gonna do a quick look outside at the beautiful green backyard that I was working on yesterday. I have baby bunnies in the yard, so in a nest, so I'm mowing around certain areas too. But I wanted to explain the untrashing of the house. The house is not trash. There are piles of things. Bruce is a heavy collector of... Hi, Bruce. Yeah, I said your name again. He collects things and drags them places, so we're dealing with that. But now you have an idea, and you also now realize I have no light in the shower. Unless it's daylight, or I want to use a head lantern and have it hung up someplace. I have no light. This probably had to do with light to the shower, but it is no longer available. Down here, just to let you know, this will pop off. This is the access to my outdoor faucet. So I have shut off there. And this is access to shut off the shower. The other process I need to do is I actually need to have one of those moving nozzles. This is probably something good that they got in real quick, but does not meet my needs. And if you're a gal, you want a lighted shower. You know, maybe guys like to shower in the dark. I don't know. Not a guy, would never know. So this is my pretty lavender coat. Very nice and smooth. No bleed through. This is 3 coats of paint, by the way. It just sucked it right in. So let's let the untrashing continue. I will keep on videoing little updates here and there as I work on things, but I wanted to explain, house is not trash. There were some cosmetic things done that did not do anything other than get a quick sale. which is okay. But there are ways to fix it, ways to look at it. This was a virtual tour purchase, and it is what it is, but we're okay with that, and that is all I have to share. So wish you all a great day. I'm doing a timeout while paint dries, and I also will show a little update on the outdoors, the outer doors. They used interior coat paint on my outside doors. On the outside, I do have a really pretty blue paint picked out, so it is raining right now, so no priming for that today. Don't want any chance of ick, bleed, or anything like that, but in the next week or two, expect some ramen eggs blue. And here are my butterflies. Yep, kick the cat dish again. That I've waited over 15 years to apply to a wall, sit in a box. Finally got to do it. Put the proclamation of me on here. Have a great day.